Tim Holt will present the Citizen of the Year.
Thank you, Will. It's really an honor to do this for Big Dave. You know, it's really kind of inspiring to see how people come here to this small town and reinvent themselves. So we have a lawyer from San Francisco who moves here and reinvents himself as a kind of one-man redevelopment agency. Well, it's true, it's fun. And then we have Dave Keisler, reinventing himself from, as I understand it, a San Diego biker dude to a pillar of the community. And, you know, folks, isn't it great, really, how he has overcome his shyness? Since he moved here, he's kind of, you know, come out of his shell a little bit. I think it's just really great to see that. Now, I like to tease him about that because I think he's probably about the most extroverted person I have ever known. The first time I saw him was on Sacramento Avenue, I'd say about 6 years ago, organizing his first soapbox derby for the Dogwood Days Festival. So so it's something like this, you know. Hey, over there! No, over there! Get over! No, over here! Get over! Over there! Whoa.
Good job.
Hulk Hogan on steroids. This guy combines limitless energy with a real passion for our community and caring for the people in it. You all know about the soapbox derbies and his 2 terms as mayor. He has chaired the Big Fish Committee, served on the Dogwood Days and Railroad Days committees, and been a leading proponent of the trail to Moss Spray Falls. He has donated his time to paint the library, the sports field grandstands, and the bus stops. He helps put up and take down the Christmas decorations every year, and I'm getting tired just reading all this. But it doesn't stop there. When Rita Green was ill, in the last stages of a fatal illness, Dave went by her house to check on her, found her on her knees on the floor, too weak to even open the door. He made sure she got help and was taken to the hospital. Our nominating committee received this note from Dunsmuir resident Ben Yost. When a 150-foot tall pine fell on my deck, Dave was there immediately to help out. He cares about this town, no doubt about it. And we all know how he supported Karen in her battle with cancer to the point of dyeing his hair pink. Council member Bruce Deutsch, in his letter nominating Dave for Citizen of the Year, said, "He has been a true ambassador for Dunsmuir. His ability to relate to people of all ages and walks of life is one of the things that endears him to many. Whenever he meets someone visiting the city, he reaches out to them, gives out his business card, and welcomes them. And sometimes it goes beyond that. When he saw a lady struggling to fix her flat tire near the Chevron station, he stopped his car, got out, and put the spare in place. When she got home, she told her husband, 'The mayor of Dunsmuir fixed my flat tire.'" Again, to quote Bruce, Dave is a breath of fresh air in a city known for its bitter political battles. Dave is a true leader in the sense that he brings people together in the pursuit of common goals. And I think Ed Steele has a few things to say at this point.
Big Dave. I've heard the name,
When I finally met him, that's what happened. It was obvious. The guy comes up, sticks that big paw out, says, "Hi, I'm Big Dave." And over the years, all the projects we worked together on, our time working together on the council, the thing that I've come to find that is the biggest about this big guy is his heart. He gives of himself. He shares extravagantly. He sort of does everything extravagantly. And he is an ambassador for Dunsmuir, the hardworking guy that gets stuff done in town, at the county level, involvement in the League of Local Agencies, on the state level, in the League of Cities, and is my dear friend, and I love him like a brother, even though every once in a while he wants to call me his dad. And there's nobody in this town more deserving of being the Citizen of the Year than Big Dave Keisler.
So just a few more kind words for Big Dave. Just a couple quick stories. I probably have never seen anyone work harder at being the mayor of Dunsmuir. I mean, he's a true PR person. And I think you've heard some of those stories, fixing the tire or whatever. I've seen it firsthand. He just goes up and introduces himself. Is there anything you need? Anything you want to know? That kind of thing. I've actually taken some tips from Dave in that game, because typically when you go to a bigger forum, a lot of high-level politicos, it takes someone like me who typically tends to be shy to get out of the shell. Here's someone that does it firsthand. He can no problem fitting in. So let me read you a couple of the whereases that some of the ones I really enjoy. Whereas he designed cars that could be mass-produced by him, the parents and the children. Real quick, we just met here recently, was it 2 weeks ago, regarding you want to move the soapbox derby. I mean, talk about an original person, right? I mean, it's something that's really going to be something great. Whereas Big Dave gathered sponsors and donations to provide any child who wanted to participate in an opportunity, whether their family could afford to enter and build a car or not. Whereas Big Dave determined to do everything in his power to find a path forward for a Mossbury Falls Trail, convened a meeting of stakeholders to break free of the inertia and a stymied efforts for decades, and we're still working on that, aren't we, Dave?
Yes, sir.
Whereas Big Dave has donated his time to paint both the football field, grandstand, and the city library, and led the effort to repair and paint the city's bus stops. Whereas he dedicated to doing the right thing for his adopted city and getting everything he has to do right by the people, it was unanimously adopted. I can't think of someone that's more deserving, someone that I'm proud to call a friend. He's really something that I would call a treasure for the city of Dunsmuir. So, thank you.
Okay, so Dave, if you can overcome your shyness and come up here for a minute. So we got a few more awards for you. Let's see, this is to Big Dave Keisler's Citizen of the Year Award from Congressman Lamalfa. There you go.
Thank you.
And certificate of recognition for Big Dave Keisler. These all say Big Dave on them officially. In honor of receiving Citizen of the Year from the Assemblyman of the 1st District, Brian Dolly. There you go. And then, of course, representing the California State Senate, also an award from Senator Ted Gaines. So the award which I'm honored to present to Big Dave tonight, Citizen of the Year Award, serves not only to give credit where credit is due to acknowledge a job well done, in fact, many jobs well done. But you know, I think it's also an affirmation of our community. We must have something going for us if a guy like Dave Keisler thinks Dunsmuir is worth all the time and energy he puts into it. So, Dave, my pleasure to present you with the Citizen of the Year Award.
Yeah, they told me about that one. Forgot glasses. One of the things I tell people when I meet them is, you know what's special about Dunsmuir is if you don't see smoke coming out of Miss Smith's chimney, you stop and you ask Miss Smith, is she okay? You don't find that nowhere else. And these are some of the people that I would like to thank for my journey here. When I first came to town, some of you people looked at me kind of funny. Some of you still do. But it was in the beginning that Louis Dewey, he took a chance on me. He gave me a job and a place to live. I later made it into my home. Later, he let me use his truck for my soapbox stuff. He donated money to it, and he even gave me time off to get materials. He helped us when Karen had cancer, as well as so many others. I haven't had to buy a turkey for Thanksgiving in 7 years. I owe the man so much, he could probably claim me as a dependent on his taxes. Now, I had the honor of meeting his dad, Bob Dewey, before he passed away. And it was at his funeral that I was touched. I said, man, the whole community loved that guy. And that guy seemed to love the whole community back. That got me thinking. That was honorable. Louis, Belinda, and Mama Dewey have always made me feel like family. Louis, you've been there for me for a shoulder to cry on, an advisor, and my friend. And I love you, Louis. I'm honored to be part of the Rotary. You know that saying, you can't soar with the eagles if you surround yourself with turkeys. Well, they are my eagles. They believed on me from the first soapbox and have had so since. I love everything I get to do with the Rotary and the kids. From reading to them or being principal of the day. With the soapbox, I teach them to build something for themselves. And with the Rotary, we go around and we give dictionaries to all the third graders. And it's that look they give you when they say, it's mine? You know? David Hicks is my Rotary sponsor, and I'd like to thank you, David, for taking a chance on me. I hope I make you proud. The Soapbox event was intended to bring families together and our community together. It worked. From Brenda and Tom Bain's first check to sponsor the very first car, to the Rotary sponsoring the whole thing. I had major contributors like the Pizza Factory, Man Freddy's, and Burger Barn for about 4,000 ice creams. Everybody got on board. My best friend, Paul and Bert, have helped me every clinic, build every car, 2,009 cars to date. Wow. Guy Shute, Larry Baker, Wayne and his kids, Gumby and his family, Jennifer Titus and her family, the Collins family, Ray Keller, and for all the people I haven't mentioned. Thank you. Thank you for believing in me, supporting my ideas, and being my friend. Hell, I didn't do it, we did. Somewhere I went political. I really don't know what happened, but I think I'm pretty good at it. There are a lot of people behind the scenes, like my girls at City Hall. Not only do they really keep the city together, there's been times when they really kept me together. I appreciate them, and I'm honored to work with them. Ed Steele, my mentor. I like this part. I love you like my dad. Thank you, sir, for reining me in at times and letting me go at others. It was an honor to serve on council with you, and you are my hero. Ed Valenzuela, thank you for putting your campaign sign in my yard. You know, this is all your fault. That's where it started. Thank you for being there, all the phone calls, all the meetings, and all the coffee. Thank you, sir. To Sheriff John Lopi, thank you for believing and supporting me and my crazy ideas. Above all, for the respect that you've always shown me and to my town, I'm honored to call you my friend. Mario Rubino, hours and hours and hours and hours. You have educated and enlightened me. Your knowledge of our water and storm systems amazes me. I'm honored to call you too, my friend. Bruce Deutsch, retired Navy commander and barbecue partner. It took me 2 years to get him to speak up, and now we can't get him to shut up. Thank you, Bruce, for your camaraderie and all your wise advice. I'm honored to be in the ring with you now, and honored to have you as my friend. Tim Holt, thank you for nominating me, and I got a little thing. Heck, what else you want painted? Ron McLeod, to me, is the man who knows all. It amazes me that I haven't given him a nervous breakdown. Of course, it ain't over yet. You have no idea, or do you realize how many thousands of washers, nuts, and bolts, hundreds of tires, rolls of rope, springs, miscellaneous hardware that he has got for me. And he donates money too. We've laughed, we've cried, or I've cried. Thank you, sir, and I cherish our friendship. And Karen, it was her that said, you can do the soapbox things for all the kids. She's been behind me 100%, and now we don't talk politics now. I love you, baby. Thank you. To all the people who have put up with me on all the committees, Dogwood Days, Big Fish, Safety, Railroad, Siskiyou Trails, I forgot like 4 or 5 of them. All of them. Thank you for even allowing me to be part of the team. I'm honored to be part of you. I was louder than most, sort of made a scene, but I'm proud of my efforts on the Mossbury Falls Trail. I hope the momentum continues. And I'm proud of the fact that we still get to put Big Fish in the river again this year, thanks to Pace Engineering's big, generous donation. And above all, I'm proud of the way this town sticks together, like the night of the Dog on the Park issue at the community building. That night I was proud of Dunsmuir, and I was honored. Hell, I've survived so far. I sleep good at nights, knowing I've always fought for Dunsmuir, and I'm truly honored to be part of a council now, a cohesive council, a team with the greater Dunsmuir as its vision, a safe, beautiful, and honorable place to raise our children. I guess I've used some sort of the word honor a lot tonight. And that's what I hope I do when I do what I do, is to honor our town and to honor all of you. I think you're worth it. It's truly an honor to be part of this community. Thank you for this prestigious award. Thank you all for coming out tonight. God bless all of you. God bless Dunsmuir.
Well, that brings to a close our portion of honoring. Did I miss something?
No, we're giving hugs and kisses over.
Oh, don't let me get in the way.
You're too hairy.
That brings to a close our portion of honoring these two outstanding contributors to the life of Dunsmuir. And this is an event that honors everybody here, and it honors this town. Thank you very much. And I'm using Dave's words, honor, because it's an appropriate word. Thank you all very much.
I did forget something.
Barbara, would you come up to the stage, please? But before she does, on her way up, this event was put together by a committee that worked very hard. Under the guidance, tutelage, and
Bossiness, is that the?
Bossy, no, I used the term velvet whip talking about another recipient at one point, but the velvet whip is very good for Barbara Cross. Barbara Cross was the chairperson of this event and did a beautiful, beautiful job.
Thank you, Will. I won't keep you long. It's been a wonderful evening, and I certainly couldn't hope to equal the rhetoric of these two winners. That was inspiring. But I would like to add to the sentiments already expressed that not only are we honoring these very deserving gentlemen, we are, in a larger sense, honoring everybody here. And I would just like the former recipients of one of these two awards in the past, would you just please stand? There's a number of you here. We really do have an extraordinary town, and when I was looking for a home here, some of the realtors kept asking me, these were local realtors, but not the present ones, don't you want to look up in Mount Shasta? And finally, I kind of lost my temper, and I said, no. I said, that town is spread all out from hell to gone, and I think is what I said, and there's no there. This is a community. This is where I want to be. So, of course, I did find a home, and I never have regretted it. We are a community. We're tight. We fight like family, because that's what family does. But it's an honor to live here, and I think everyone in this room feels that and knows that. So we celebrate that, as well as our winners for this year. I would like to thank the committee. We did work hard, and I'd like to thank Jeannie Rogers, my co-chair. And the others, Tim Holt, Linda Price, Will Newman, Linda Guzman, Candace Miller, Helen Cartwright, Dan Padilla, Tony Conji, Ed Steele, and I would especially like to thank our wonderful chef who gave us a wonderful meal, Liza. So thanks for coming, and when you get discouraged over any particular event, remember that we only go 3-4 steps forward, and we do have those steps backward, but there are never as many as the steps forward. So the difference between when I moved here, when Peter moved here, when some of us who have only been here a few years, like 10 or 15, the difference between Dunsmuir now and when I bought my home in 01 is indescribable. And so will it be in another 15 years. We are making progress. Thank you all for your participation in it.
Okay, everybody. Clean your plates. We need, let's see.
We have this off, right?
Everybody, no.